Kristin asked me to work with her 4 years ago on Orange Shirt Day so that we can begin to create awareness about the effects of residential school and how it's still affecting communities all across Canada. The first time she asked me, I was scared to say anything. Because as a survivor, I still have lots of anger in here. I still go home at night and I cry. 4 years later, after working with Kristin, written countless miles, walking to talk to people, trying to create hope, trying to bring a dream alive. We are happy because now people are hearing our voices. If you want to know what reconciliation is, it's sitting down and listening to a survivor speak. It's knowing and understanding all that pain and anguish is real. And when I look out here and I see all these orange shirts out here, you validate my existence. And you give me hope for 150,000 children, many of them who died, and many of them who have families that still have never ever been able to talk about what happened to them in the residential school.
I think for many children who experience residential school, a lot of them lost the language, the culture and tradition, and that's on top of the physical abuse and sex abuse that they experience in residential school. These experiences taught them how to be mean, and they had aggressive attitude when they came out of residential school. And today that attitude is still alive in our communities, and we pass that on to our children and our grandchildren. I still see that it's still alive in our community. When I walk among my people, I see how abusive some parents are to their children, and the attitude that it's okay to consume so much alcohol or do so much drugs. So I think it's really important that Orange Shirt Day talks about why we are like that, and that comes from the experience that we had at the residential school. And people are in denial that there is a problem that exists. I really think Orange Shirt Day is important because we create that safe place where people have conversations, so that not only do they have the opportunity to understand why they are the way they are, but non-Indigenous people can gain insight into why we are the way we are too.
Orange Shirt Day is important to me because it feels like the very truth of my being born here as a visitor and being taught a different part of history that doesn't share the truth. So in listening to and hearing about Orange Shirt Day, it's something that is hard to face, but it's the truth and it needs to be talked about, and people need to understand more of where we come from, where we live, whose land we're on, and how to have greater respect for the people of this land.